Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I'm so excited to share some more tricks and tips with you today. What I've been doing lately is I've been kind of watching the feeds, and especially in Donna's group and around, everybody's work I've been seeing and checking out, and I hear a lot of struggles all the time. So that always inspires me to come here to give you guys some help. So what I've been hearing a lot lately is those closing strokes. And hopefully I can share a few tips with you today. And I've got a really cute little dolphin nose, I call it. You guys are sitting here going, dolphin? What the heck is a dolphin nose? You want to see what a dolphin nose is? What I call a dolphin nose? I got little nicknames for everything. But once you get the gist of what I'm saying, you're gonna see it right away and go, oh yeah, that's what it is. And then you'll look for that when you go to do the stroke. So we got Tamara visiting us today, Dorothy, Charisse, Debbie. Yes, hi, thanks so much for joining me today. We got people from Alberta, we got Canadians here, we got Americans here. Those badly stroked leaves, right? Yeah, there's a lot of practice, there's always something to learn, and there's always ways of bumping it up, okay? So if you're just beginner, if you're, just really new to one stroke, then definitely start off easy and then slowly work your way up, because, we can't all be Picassos in one day, guys, okay? So we gotta practice, get the paint out, get the brushes out. The girls that are joining me in the boot camp are definitely getting their practice in, and they've also got the intro to one stroke program to work with as well. So that's what you got to do, is just get that paint out and start painting. So a lot of people are having a hard time with these finishing strokes. Okay, you get to this point and then you're going, what do I do now? Okay, this is the scary spot for everybody. Okay, guys. So I do have lots and lots and lots of tips and tricks. I actually break down the science of a rose in my program. So I've give you lots and lots of practice sheets, all kinds of different ways to close them and make simple roses to, more really, really, really fancy ones. And again, it's a slow procedure of how you're going to bump yourself up and learn all these little ways of closing them. And then I've got the leaves there as well that go with the roses. And yeah, so this course is actually pretty packed. And but I'm going to give you a little sneak peek on how I did my little, this is my dolphin rose. All right, so I'm going to play around just with some magenta today and show you a few finishing strokes. And of course we need white and a little floating medium, because the cardstock is going to suck up that paint pretty good. All right, so I'm going to show you with my big 3/4 brush so you guys can see really good. You guys need more help on loading your brush and brush care and all kinds of stuff, please jump on my courses, guys, and I will slowly break everything down for you in baby steps. Okay, so generally we want to have a 3/4 gradient. Okay, so then that way we have just a little bit of highlight, and we want to make sure that we have a nice gradient going on, no hard lines. Okay, so if it's just slightly off white, that's okay. Okay, because you can always pump it up and add just that little bit more on your brush to create a little bit stronger color. Then you want to start with your background petals, a little bit darker, right? So then that way you can put those finishing strokes in, and they're going to pop in a little bit stronger for you. Okay, so I'm just doing a quick flower here, quick cabbage rose for you here. Then we want to put in that second skirt, another tier. Okay, so we'll put another one in there. Put another little guy in there. And another little guy in there. Okay. And then our unders. And another one to close. Alright, so that gives us a really pretty full skirt. And then we get our little rosebud in there, and you know, you can really add as much as you want, you know, in the tiers. Okay. And close it up. Alright. And then this is where we go, I don't know what to do next. Okay. So there's lots of little ways of doing this, okay? And in the first course that I teach you guys, the regular comma stroke, right? So you can do that comma stroke sideways. Give it a little flick. It's really all it is, okay? It's people are so intimidated by this part, and it just takes a little bit of practice, okay? So once you can get that comma stroke in different directions, okay, so you're going to practice it in all your different directions, and more on a sideways, okay, because a lot of those finishing strokes are sideways. Okay, so you can always move your paper around, but I find if you really force yourself to try and do those strokes, you know, all the different directions, okay, then it's really going to open up your dance in your flower, okay? And where I noticed the dolphin nose is where when we try to do a little bit more of a chisel stroke, and then we come down and around. Can you guys see my dolphin now? Sure, I can put some little fins on them and tail and stuff like that. But, you know, basically, this is my little dolphin nose, I call it. All right? So when you put that little dolphin nose in there, it just kind of gives it a little bit more flair, right? And you're going to practice on both sides. Okay. So what I like to do is come up right here and scoop that in there. Right? Now, if I feel like I wanted to bring that in, I could always go over it again, but this way I can just leave that there and then add to it if I feel like I need more. Okay? So you can always go over things a little bit more. So you're going to come up right beside your bud, slide with your little dolphin nose, and curl that right in there. So with my dolphin nose, I want to show you guys another little way to practice this dolphin nose. Okay? My dolphin nose rose. You guys like that, Rose? Quick one. Okay, so what you're going to do is give yourself a little circle to guide you, okay? You come out a little bit bigger so we can cover that. And then we're going to do a little bit of coverage just to get a center area done. All right. So what you're going to do is do these dolphin nose strokes like 100 times inside this rose. So then that way, by the time you're done this little exercise, you will definitely have that dolphin nose rose mastered. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start on the outside of our circle and give ourselves a little, start just on the outside, push down a little bit and pull. Push and pull. And you're going to just keep going all around your circle. And tuck that right in there. Okay. Then you're going to do like a little brick layer. And you're going to come inside and make them slightly brighter and slightly smaller. So this will really help getting you tied into that little smaller stroke. It's always easy to make them big, guys, right? But then you gotta practice getting smaller and smaller, and smaller. Start in another layer. Right? And then what I like to do too is once I get my foundation done, is figure out where my center is going to be. So what I like to do there is like little U strokes. So you're just doing like little U's. Okay? But you're going to try and tip over in your brush so that you can just get, you know, you don't have to use your whole brush every time. So you're just going to do like a little U here. Okay, you want to have your gradient up there so you have some dark behind it. A little bit too much paint there. Okay, and just do a little U. And then you're going to do another little U inside this U. And then you're going to do another little U right in there. Okay. So then when you go and start finishing your flower, you have a little more of a guide where to start up. Okay. And just get a little smaller. And a little smaller. Add a little white to the tip of your brush. Okay. And just keep filling it in. A little smaller. How small can you go? I'm doing the, you know when they have the stick there and you have to go underneath it? How low can you go? Me and my dancing, eh? I know, I just gotta keep coming up with little ways to make you laugh, I guess. Okay, and then you're gonna come in. And at this point, if you really feel like you have to go to a smaller brush, you know, you can. But it's really good practice, guys, to try to really practice and see how small you can make those little dolphin noses. Okay. The limbo, yes, that's what I was tongue-tied with. Yes, we're doing the limbo here. How small can you go? Okay, and in. Let's see, I'm testing myself. Can I do it? Okay, gotta stop shaking here because I'm so excited. Okay, and slow down. Really focus. Talking to myself, you know that, eh? Okay, and in. And this is like, you know, the peony and, you know, so many different flowers with this little stroke, guys, okay? So just keep practicing those little dolphin noses. And work your way all the way in. Try to flick that brush up so you're not making a little mess. And if you have to back up and clean something up. Okay, so I'm going right in there till I get right close to the back of my other little starter strokes. Okay. And one right here. Voila! My dolphin nose rose. You like that? Would have thought of a dolphin nose rose, but I see it. You see it now? You see that little dolphin nose rose? That little dolphin nose? Okay, so especially with that GIF I found, he was jumping. I thought, yeah, that's exactly what this flower is. I know, guys, I get a little wacky sometimes. Yep, it's all about getting to know that brush and really manipulating it, guys. And it doesn't just happen overnight. The more you play, you got to start somewhere. So start with my intro program. If you're not jumped on it yet, I'm telling you, those 5 classes that I've created, there's courses, not classes, they're courses. There's hours and hours and hours of videos. And if we did a Zoom, we could, you know, in the boot camp, we're trying to do fast tracks. And you ladies that are on there, you can let them know that, you know, it is a lot to cover all in one class. All right. So that's why I like you guys to have the intro program to work with the boot camp, because there's so much to do, guys. There's all kinds of little projects in there and bonus courses and frequently asked questions area, and you know, lots and lots and lots to keep you going and really honing in on that stroke work. If you guys know me by now, that's one of the things that I'm really focusing on, is the stroke work, because you can't get into these projects and feel good about painting on a canvas until you feel comfortable. And that's what I keep hearing is another challenge, is that I'm not ready for canvases yet. I don't think I could ever make anything. It's, you know, so this is where you have to try and just slowly work your way into it, and then by the time you're done, you'll be able to keep up to Donna. No, I mean, that's hard to do, I know. But yeah, you'll be able to feel confident in getting that project done with a little extra guidance with the practice courses. So that's why I have them separated in the practice course library, so that it's just practice, guys. Okay, I just finished the poppy. That has loads and loads of finishing stroke practices in there as well. And I don't have my practice sheets for those handy. I put them away already. But yeah, you guys saw a little bit of that last week in the different lives. Every week I try to give you guys something new. And Cindy's loving my courses. And yeah, so the breakdown of this dolphin nose is in the rose course. Happy painting, guys!